Clearly stunned by the naming of the 6 suspects Luis Moreno Ocampo intends to hold accountable for Kenya's post-election violence, members of parliament embarked on their push to have Kenya withdraw from the International Criminal Court by repealing the International Crimes Act. Probably as an indication of the mood of the House, Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta, who is one of the 6 on Moreno Ocampo's list, received prolonged applause upon entering to the chamber during debate on the motion. Ruto, who moved the motion, argues that Kenya no longer needs the ICC and the country has the capacity to handle its matter internally.
Kenya now has a can have a judicial process under the new constitution that can actually take care of all these fears.
Withdrawing from ICC has no aspect of cowardice. It is the issue of being sovereign and standing as a people. And we are not going to be respected when we go out begging for people to come and help us when we don't even need their help.
We are not a banana republic. Or are we? We are not a banana republic. We are not a failed state. To our regret, we have discovered that Mr. Ocampo is more political than a Kenyan politician. To our regret, we have discovered that the International Court is more of a kangaroo court than a court.
The motion, however, met stiff opposition from a section of MPs who argued that it was not only unconstitutional, but a guise to beat justice.
This is, first of all, the wrong procedure. It is contrary to the Constitution, and the House cannot be allowed to debate or engage in a debate that is contrary to the Constitution that we swore to uphold.
For me, it was a dark day in my career as a lawyer. I never expected to see Kenyans being subjected to a judicial process outside our boundaries. But that does not mean, as a lawyer, I must also retreat into emotion and start challenging a law that is our own law. I refuse to act in fear. I refuse to act as a member of parliament, merely out of emotion. I want to be guided by principles that have brought this country to the greatness it has.
If indeed this is seen, Hague is seen as a misfortune, we are the authors of our own misfortune. Let us respect due process, even if we withdrew from the Rome Statute, and we can, if that is a wish as a nation. We would still have courts of law, unless if we are saying that any day one of us is charged, we then abolish the judicial system. If I am charged in the High Court, we now pass a bill abolishing the High Court. If I'm charged in the Magistrates' Court, we abolish the Magistrates' Court.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who gave a statement on the government position on the ICC, indicated that withdrawing from the ICC was one of the options on the table. He, however, explained it would be futile as the case against the 6 would proceed to The Hague in spite of such a withdrawal.
You are there not by invitation of ICC. You took yourself there. You said that you did not have the capacity. You said you had no confidence in the local judiciary, that it was so corrupt and compromised. And that's why you voted, as the Honorable Ruto voted for Hague, and said don't be vague, say Hague.
The Rome Statute provides that for a state seeking to withdraw from the ICC, it must notify the United Nations Secretary General in writing, and the withdrawal only takes effect 1 year after that application. Investigations and cases concerning such a country that had already begun at the ICC, however, unaffected by the withdrawal. Further debate on the motion will, however, have to await a ruling from the Speaker on whether or not the motion is in violation of the Constitution.